A letter to the childcare board director.
To the director, right. I found out that my daughter, Nubiana Menvarayzz, went to the ophthalmologist and was given drops and was prescribed glasses. I do not give approval of her being administered any medication. I visited her yesterday and her eyes do not look right at all. She squeezes them all the time and winks all the time. Before she was at this facility, childcare board, her eyes were perfectly fine. I wasn't informed of this, nor did I receive a copy of the assessment from the psychologist Miss Hermine Bell from Delaware Clinic Center. She also told me she will bring me into the office to discuss this report, which she didn't. She only communicated with Sherian Ware about my child's assessment. I will seek a second opinion from a different doctor when I get my children back in my care. The person in charge below will be forwarded this email via Ms. Patricia Benedict, the Honorable Amor Motley, the Attorney General, the retired Deputy Commissioner, the U.S. Embassy, the FBI, Interpol, the British Embassy, and the Consulate of Canada. Because she says she will bring the assessment for my daughter is final. I know nothing of how you end up. Wasn't discussed. I don't have a copy of it, which really doesn't mean anything because I want a second opinion. How it been
So what
done,
do you think?
I'm not.
So you think the system has failed you?
Yeah, because deciding on the magistrate court district is
He
so
has the
everything
power.
for this assessment so that the magistrate court will say, oh,
I know much, but and you want him recused. You don't want
I
him.
don't want to deal with him because I know nobody.
Let
likes
me
to
give
be
a little
disrespectful.
history about Magistrate Wayne Clark. I've known Magistrate Wayne Clark for years, and I've been in Magistrate Wayne Clark Court where I've told him he needs a mental evaluation. He needs a mental evaluation, and he needs to be removed. And I told him he was corrupt. Then he wanted to what do you call it? Hold me in contempt. But the Prime Minister always sent people.
Holding contempt meaning that what?
Because I said he was corrupt.
What is holding contempt?
No, he contempt by trying to arrest me or whatever because I said to him he was corrupt. I think that's what it means, guys.
Freedom of speech, you see.
No, but what happened is that I was ready for him. I had walked with the documents and I hold him up in front of the person that came to represent the Prime Minister sent to the court because I knew that was going to happen. I knew they would send people. So I held it. I said, this is why you're corrupt. And I held up the documents. He knew exactly which ones I was talking about, and he shut up his mouth. So I'm familiar with him, and I personally do not think Magistrate Wayne Clark, along with Chief Magistrate Ian Wicks, they need to go home. And I am about to prepare a report for the Prime Minister, the retired commissioner, and the AG, the commissioner, and the US and other embassies would get it.
The FBI, Interpol, everybody.
They would get it because it is so serious that they would have to call on to the Prime Minister as to what was going on where I live. But this focus is on you. That lawlessness has to stop.
Yeah, excuse me, I wanted to say that the lawyer that represented me prior is not the one, it's a different lawyer I have. I don't mention about her.
Yeah, you told me so, and she's not to please. The lawyer you have now is not to please as what's going on. And you said you've contacted people overseas, and
somebody, a former CPS worker. She says not so you do things. And even in the US, when you call the police on a neighbor call, the first thing the police do is go straight in the fridge, look at the environment, see if the child is well, because they will call if the parent left the child unattended. That happened. That happened everywhere, I guess, but they go in the fridge, they wash, they investigate. No investigation has been done.
And you're free always have food.
does the same. They have to investigate before even they because they don't just take your children like that. If the children lack of food, been bitten, visible mark, sometimes.
So you want your kids back in
Yeah, because they are not well out there.
Wednesday.
Yeah, the same way they took them, they have to return me the exact same way.
Before giving too much the authorities, are you looking to take legal action if they don't?
If that I have to end up like that, because there has been a breach in the law, because he has no authority to just snatch my children from no maintenance, no magistrate court on a maintenance matter. So people think because they have a position ahead on you, they have a salary, money, and you don't have that kind of position, you might don't have money, but I have intelligence. I'm not stupid.
So I went.
You're not because you're not above the law, especially with somebody of the law, police, a lawyer, a marshal, a magistrate, a judge. You're not supposed to break the law because you have a position within the law. The first person that's supposed to observe the law is them. You're not supposed to run over people and take advantage of people because they don't have the status, the money, the whatever.
Thank you so much. Is that all you wanted to say?
Yes, please. And thank you.
You're welcome. And Magistrate Wayne Clark, you know who it is. This is Patricia Benedict. I would like you and the others to do the right thing, because you know that you and the others were wrong to do that. You always get it wrong, Magistrate Wayne Clark. You have been doing that for years. You have been abusing your position for years. I have sent several emails and documents on you. Make the right decision for once, Magistrate Wayne Clark, in your life. If never in your life. You always talking about, I think, always talk about, you and Ian Wicks always talk about their parents. You know, what would your parents think that you doing that to another person, individual, a human being, that you just took her children away from her? Do the right thing, Magistrate Wayne Clark. Next week Wednesday, do the right thing. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for your. Thank you.
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.